As our motion is written on the blackboard saying, modern science has done more good than bad. I am opposing my first view is all about improvement in medical care. And this is what I mean. Modern science has improved in the terms of medical care in a way that there has been introduction of scanners and x-rays in a way that you can, if you want to find out what someone is suffering from, not if he has like an inside wound, it's easy for you to see the wound than using your two eyes. Another point is all about improvement in communication. In this way, I mean, long time people had no phones, they had nothing to use. They used letters to write to their people who are from far, and they were really moving long distances. But modern science has improved in the communication system in a way that computers were introduced. My third point is all about transport. It's all about improvement in transport. In this way, I mean that people long time used to travel long distances and they had nothing to use. But there was like an improvement that cars were introduced. Thank you.
But please, when you want to give order, and you have to respect the time. When the timekeeper says that your time is over, please respect the time using 3 minutes. Now, let me welcome Honorable Tamale.
As the motion is well stated on the blackboard, said that modern science has done more good than bad. I'm opposing the motion.
Yes.
Modern sciences has encouraged unemployment opportunities. In this I mean, in the situation we are, there are many people who are not educated and they want to benefit in this world, in this situation. During collection of electricity, they use poles that leads to the degradation of forests in Uganda. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Tamale. Let me welcome Honorable Helen.
Judge, Secretary, plus the two team sides, and plus the audience at large. As the motion is all written on the blackboard, so saying that modern science has done more good than harm, I oppose the motion. My first view, joblessness. By this I mean, like in a company, there a big company like Mukwano, there is use of what? Computers, laptops and others. In case someone is applying for a job, they will say that we need only one person, but those who are applying, they are like 5. And they use what? Computers to simplify work. My second view is, as this modern science, it has brought something like manufacturing, like textile industries, they manufacture clothes, what. It has what? Eroded our culture. My second view. My second view. It has increased on what? Immorality. For example, internet and magazines. Those are my points. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Helen. Let me welcome Honorable Natalia Massa.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, I honor you, my second yes, the visitors. I'm opposing the motion. My first views, it leads to lies, whereby a girl, you can connect on the phone when a girl says, I'm sleeping, but when the girl is playing, it leads to abortion. The people of long ago used to not to have abortion, but these days of ours, the girls do abortion because of sciences and technology.
I'd like to inform the recognized speaker that even long ago, the people of long ago used these herbals, they got made like the trees, the leaves of the trees, to abort unwanted pregnancies.
Point of defense. Point of defense.
Hello. I would just like to defend my fellow causer of the motion that I'm informing the other one that though those people used also to abort, but they never did it on large scale as it is.
But she has said that they want abortion.
Point of defense. The right speaker that the modern science has simplified things. If you are to take the herbals, if you are to take herbs, you can go to this herbalist, they can tell you that you take the whole jerrycan. You can't manage that. But if you go for this modern science, you just take one tablet and the thing just go on.
Point of defense.
Another point. It is to death of people, whereby I say like this: if you saw the film of that Final Destination, they did not construct the bridge well, so so many people died on the bridge because of my son, the force. It leads to segregation. So in some industries, people go and ask jobs whereby the manager could be a Munyankole and you may be the Mtolo. So the Munyankole wants the Munyankole one, and the Mtolo may not get a job. Thank you.
Like the two competing sets. The motion is well written on the blackboard saying that modern science has done more good than harm, I propose. First, I'll explain what modern science means. Modern science means the first changing of a society into a better understanding into a result of a better understanding to high technology. My first view. Information flow is now easy. It's like you can use an internet and newspapers to get the information. My second view. Because of modern science, there is family planning. Our country, what do I mean by this? A number of children
At least a person can decide a number of children he or she wants to have. Thank you, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you, Honorable Rita. Then we welcome Honorable Faith from S5. Besides the House and Branch. As the motion is written on the blackboard, me, I will put the motion. My first point is about exploitation. This is what I mean. The modern science has led to the exploiting of our resources. Like they can extract minerals where they are destroying our environment in need of money because of science, because of modern science. My second.
Okay, I would like to put my comments regarding what you know that technology, even the clothes which you are wearing, they may be made from cotton due to because those people who made those clothes which you are putting on, they use technology. If they didn't, remember in the past people used to put on to wear a bubble made from Otuba tree.
My second point is about massive killing of people. It has led to deaths of people. In this way, I mean, they have constructed main roads where the roads are too much on a small area. Then people, you see, they are dying because they are parking on each other. Then people can die. And this way, they have built those long houses which can fall down, which has been brought by modern science. Thank you, Madam. Now let me welcome Honorable Flavia.
As the motion is also the blackboard saying that modern science has done more good than harm, I'm proposing the motion. My first view is all about it has simplified work in the way that in African traditional society, people used to use their brain to simplify work, but due to the introduction of technology and modern science, now people use computers to simplify work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then you will come, Honorable Pastor.
The audience. Our motion today is very stated on the blackboard saying that modern science has done more good than harm. I'm going to propose the motion. Here in Earth there is decrease of population. Here I mean that modern science introduced methods of family planning whereby women are no longer want to give birth to the children, which decreases the population in the country. Science technology abusing God's image, where they said that a man was being created from animals, yet we believe that we are created by God from God's image. In science technology, they know that a man came from animals, yet for you are not animals, you are human beings, you are created by God.
Thank you, Honorable Pastor. Let me welcome Honorable John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Judge, the opposers, and the House at large. The motion is already written on the blackboard. Modern science has done more good than harm. For me, I oppose the motion due to my following views. The first view is manufacturing of dangerous weapons. You all know these people, they manufacture dangerous weapons like bombs, guns, atomic bombs. There are many dangerous weapons, and these weapons they are big threats to human life. You all know that. And they also say that guns kill people. You know, you use guns to kill people. But for a long time ago, we used to use our spears and arrows and bows. You could, but nowadays you can't even know that I have a gun around. I just shoot you and die. So this has been a dangerous thing.
Okay, thank you, Mr. John. I would like to say that even in the past, those arrows, they were also harmful to human lives. Like today, someone, like today, I give an example. Today there is a girl, a boy. They gave her someone used a gun to harm her, and then the bullet remained inside. After certain now the bullet is going to stay there, but they can operate it.
So my point is, look, for a long time ago, you could come with the arrow and the bow. I could see you from long distance, and I said this one has come to kill me. But nowadays, I may have my pistol around. You can't see it. I just come and I shoot you, you die. Okay. So another thing is, it has uncured diseases. You all know AIDS. Yes. It was made by you. They believe, he said that these whites are the one who went into research, and they came up with such things, which is disturbing us. It has taken people's lives today. So it has been a threat to human life. Another thing, neocolonialism is being manifested. In this, I mean, we all know that we were granted our independence in 1962 October. But for me, I think, since we Ugandans or Africans, we benefit from these things manufactured from outside. We benefit from technology. But since we benefit from this technology, we have let the white men to come and get interest from Africa, which proves that there is neocolonialism in Africa. We are not independent at all. It has led to there is decline in respect. As you all know, if I'm studying and I finish my university, if you are my mother and you never went for studies, I will not respect you because I'm at a high level. Just because it is through technology, I can't respect you just because I'm educated. The last point is decline in culture. You all know. Here, what you are putting on is not culture. You are putting on white man is what? Output, clothes. But if they are told they tell you you can't put on a back cloth. You can't. Why? But if you put it on, you are promoting your culture. You are promoting your culture. Okay. So those are my points. Thank you, Mrs. Chairperson, and the debating cabinet.
Thank you, Honorable John. As we have started our debate very late, if there is any opposite outside someone who wants to give out his points, you are allowed.
Okay, again, I introduce myself by saying thank you very much, Chair, the Chambers, plus the House at large. As the motion is already in the BBC, modern science has done more good than my following views. My first view, just improve on the use of resources. This I mean by saying, as today we have, the government has provided machines which can penetrate inside the ground, and they can, like the extraction of sulfur, and then they get sulfur from the ground, and they can make and those minerals which they have got in the ground, the government has used them to provide materials to the people. My next view, it has promoted security. This I mean by saying, today, as you know,
the world, as you know, they have introduced guns, whereby a thief in the past, a thief could come to you and steal you, but today, without you knowing, but today they have introduced those whereby you can go and trace, whereby you can
just like to inform the behind speaker that Kazia said that those times back, a thief could attack you with a gun. No, thieves had no guns. But due to modern science, they have manufactured guns, which thieves also use to attack.
I would like to defend myself by saying, during those early days, during the early man's life, a thief could come to your house and do anything, and even he rapes your children when you are seeing. But today, the government has improved on the standards, on the modern standards of living, whereby it has promoted, like if you go to America, 99 or 75% of the population of America, people that have got guns, whereby no terrorist can come and attack you.
When you talk of America or Europe at large, there are a lot of thieves who use guns. Guns are very common in those European countries. So you can't use that phone.
By that, it has improved on our culture. This I say by this I mean, as you see you people, we are in the new generation. In the past, there are things which were done in the past, like if you study about history of South Africa's history, those things were not there, but due to technology, those things have been brought to come to pass to us, and today you can know that in the past there was this and this and this. My next view, I'd like to inform myself. Thank you. Modern technology has improved on farming systems. This I mean, as you see today, the government has provided machines. The government has provided machines for the farmers to carry out agriculture. But in those days, the work people used to
Excuse me, the current speaker. The government has produced machines, yeah? But those machines are payable, so the farmers will not be able to do what? To buy those machines to make their what? To grow their plants.
I would like to defend myself by saying, recently, President Museveni brought machines, brought tractors from China, and he went to some areas, and he gave those tractors to do what? To help those farmers.
Point of defense. Point of
Sir, are you sure that President Museveni bought tractors for the farmers to have said?
Thank you for that question. I would like to defend myself by saying, if I read newspaper every day, even if I say these people who are burnt in fire, who got burnt recently there in Namona, President Museveni, he gave them money for the hospital. Thank you very much.
Point of defense. Excuse me, the recurrent speaker, I'm still on here. For example, last year there was a pump there, yeah? So the people tried to call the fire brigade, yeah? The fire brigade said that you offer us transport to bring the what? The fire, to bring water to make fire stop, to stop the fire. Is that is it true that it has improved on the modern side?
I will defend myself by saying these days it is not like in the past. The past there was no those fire brigades, but today the government at least it has tried to provide those machines.
Thank you.
Person, giving me this opportunity to come again before you to express my views. My first view is about deforestation. In the past, where modern science was not there, people used to stay in the bushes enjoying life. But these days, to visit a forest, you need to get a vehicle. You travel from Kampala and go to those back ends of this country. My second point is about laziness in the people. In the past, a person to get something used to use power and energy to get that thing. But today, person just sits, he does not do anything at all, just sits at the computers, typing something, then he gets money. And this causes some problems, like that's why you say person 40 years of age and cannot stand properly, just depends. My second and last point is about promotion of bad behaviors. As most of us here are aware of those family planning methods, now girls are using it as an advantage. They use those family plannings, then they don't fear to do prostitution because they trust those methods they use of family planning.
Many family can speak at even they know that those people they used to carry out what we call exogamous marriages, whereby the mother would tell her child that you would force her child to go and marry that particular person. And then after that the girl would go and vote.
Thank you for not understanding me well. Let me understand you. As I have said, I have not spoken a word about marriage. I have just spoken a word about prostitution. Please let me correct. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Let me end with Honorable Helen.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, for giving me this opportunity again. I have two burning views. Yes, one is destruction of God's creation. You see, like when the president of Uganda wanted to sell Mabida Forest to put the sugarcane plantation so that they can make what? A factory. That is
I'd like to inform that you said that this question of God's creation. Do you know that? Have you ever come across with a scripture in the Bible which says where the people they tried to build a city called Babylon, and God came down to see what they are doing because they are only focused on that thing, and then God came and gave them chance, and they were spread abroad to the surface of the earth, and then they started to work.
I'll just like to inform the people that those people never built the town of Babylon. But what they built was the Tower of Babel. Yes.
I would like to defend myself for saying that, when that president of Uganda sells that Mabila to that man, that man will just say, this half is for sugarcane plantation, this half is for what? For the factory. Now, Mabida Forest will be destroyed again. We shall never have rainfall again. My second view, pollution of air. You see, like the previous riots in the town. For me, even I fainted in the class. You see, that pollution of air. The modern science, they have brought harmful, really harmful chemicals which destroys our lungs. Thank you, Honorable.
And I take this opportunity to thank everybody who have obeyed the rules and regulations of the what? Of the debate. Really thank you everybody who has participated. The debate has been good. I take this opportunity to welcome our madam. Take notes.
Thank you very much.
to excuse us for coming late. Right? Because of the rain that we are drinking underneath. I just got some few mistakes. Maybe somewhere I made the thing here, but I point out some of what I noted. Like repeating more points. People, you don't need like to repeat the points. If you see that someone has already talked about this point, when you're going to explain it to some other people, at least you should not, like, you get another point. Then try to explain the points, because most of the people were just outlining the points. We need to improve. We are doing this so that we can improve. Every time we come, we should at least improve on something. We should not repeat the same mistakes that we did last week and then we repeat it in this week. No. We are doing this so that we can at least try to move a step forward. It's like some of you do not understand the emotion, what the emotion is all about. We are talking like, let us say, let me say it in the simple term. We need to see the advantages of modern science and the disadvantages of modern science. But like, if someone is saying that it has caused discrimination, how does discrimination connect to modern science? It's really like, it's like someone was off topic. Then someone asked for point of defense and she was informing me. We should understand the questions that we are asking. Right? I think we shall also hear what from our colleagues. They will also try to correct people some of the mistakes that we are doing. We are really doing these things every day, but we are doing this so that we can improve, both in our grammar and in our presentation, and get more skills. Because like when we go out there, we need to really show that we were in Grace Fellowship High School, and we should be able to defend our school and like make our school, like sell out our school. Because if you go out there and you present yourself in a good way, someone will say, where does she come from? Or where does he come from? From Grace Fellowship High School. Then at least someone will say, oh, I would also like to help my child. So let us please try to at least move a step forward every week so that we can improve. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam.
The debate hasn't been all that bad because of the way you drive your souls. For example, audience. Most of you were not active, like in raising reactions, because I don't know whether they were well contented with the points that they are about, or the points that we were discussing for you. Because I expected you to at least raise reactions in order to make the debate enjoyable. In other words, just need to be organized. As I reached here, first flashed my eyes into the blackboard, but I saw the proposers and opposers there, but I didn't see like any proposer and opposer in the category. So maybe next time if you try to illustrate something, quite a number of views to argue about. Another one is respect of debate. In this, many of you, not many, but some of you, as someone has come, as debaters will come in front, they just clap in hands anyhow. You just need to have order in the room, or order when you clap. maybe for that, I just wish you the best.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mundua Roy, and basically I'm here to teach you about communication skills. Like you can see, the motion is there, it's stated clearly. Modern science has done more good than harm. First and foremost, this is a very big motion, and we have to test, it is there to test your thinking capabilities. The major thing that I'm trying to inform you is do enough research. I'm sure this thing comes a week or so earlier. So I wasn't so impressed by the way you guys were really bringing up your points. Someone just brings a point. When you're coming here to explain something like this, you have to first explain how the polythene bags are manufactured before it comes to this. You see? You can explain this, for example, you bring up, when you're going to bring up this point, you say, like industrialization has led to maybe environmental degradation, something like that. Then maybe you bring the things like pollution, polythene bags, and what, but you just can't present certain points like that. When you go for a serious debate, someone would just be taking you to negatives. If the graph is going like this, yours would be falling. And I'm sure that's what all of you want to get from this school. Since our school is upcoming and we know we can do better. So, apart from that, I wasn't yet talking about the remarks, I was just informing you. So these are the remarks I got. Livelihood. I guess you know what I mean. We are about approximately 30 people in this room. So when someone raises a point, I'm sure each and every one of you that side has a point, or rather has a side that you're falling. So if you are falling on the opposition side, someone brings up your point. Why is it that one person has to clap? I mean, your floor speaker is here, is bringing up a point, and maybe the point has gotten the guy to the nerve and he's stuck up, he's fidgeting with words. He needs something like a motivation. If you give him a clap like a serious one, someone will bring up the point more clearly. That's why the audience is existing. You're there to support the people who are here, who are giving you the points. So don't just sit there and just look at the guy fall, yet you're claiming in your heart that you're on his side. I'm sure when you're defeated, you'll be, you won't be in the best state. So livelihood, I wasn't really seeing out the sweetness from the crowd, really. I was seeing most of the people were making it up where the people were here on the floor. Someone comes, he makes his point and laughs for himself. It doesn't make sense. When I laugh, then I expect all of you to follow me in my laughter. It doesn't make sense. When someone is here and maybe the point is interesting or somehow interesting and you're there, you just give the guy a round of applause. It won't take anything. It's just a 1 or 2 second thing. Then the second is the gestures, the way you compose yourself here. I saw him, he wasn't a bad debater, but he came here, this was his first position. Then he went on going, he went on going, and going, and going. He got a point of, I don't remember, information of something. He explained and continued going. I'm sure if you had more points, you would end up at the wall. You see? So when you come here, it's best that you compose yourself. One thing that you must know as a debater, when you get to the floor, you should never show the audience or neither the chairperson or the person who is steering the debate. Don't show them your back. You stand in an angle. That's why when you see these speeches from the president, from the ministers, do you really see people behind their backs? It's a church. when someone is taking a reading, do you see someone behind his back?
No.
The priest is somewhere there. He can see the guy. The audience is this side. I'm standing here, and this is the place, and I'm reading to the audience. That is the same kind of posture you must have here. You should just be composed. You come here, stand here, thank the order, right for the chairperson, and then you observe the visitors and the house at large. That is about a 2-second thing. Thank you, chairperson, the opposers, the proposers, and the house at large. Then you start your points. Is that something hard? Yeah, these are just simple things. But if you just come like this, I saw someone, he came like this, he first rotated, then again, he went back to the chairman, then after he went back, and then made, these gestures are not so nice. If you go to a serious debating room, you would be dropping points for your side. You lose, and bitterly. I've been at debates. My former school was the best in 2010, so I was a part of it. So I know what it means to debate, and these are some of the things which really take us up there. So you should take note of the composure and the confidence, and then research. I think I've talked about that. When you're given a topic, please research about it. This is a very huge thing. I'm telling you, if I sat with someone, let me say of either side, and I say I'm going to propose this or oppose it, and the other guy is also going to take up a side, we can sit for the whole day. This is a long thing. You see, modernization against what? The goodness or the harming side of it. This is a very huge thing. Someone just can't stand here and he gives you a point like, let me say, abuse of God's image. And then he just runs away with it. And it's like, okay, a debate, you don't necessarily have to pick up a side. For a debate, it is there that you're going to argue. Either side, whether it's right or wrong, this is a debate. You want a side to win. If I'm to question all of you here, do you know that there are some people who don't believe in God? Do you know that? Are you aware of that? So when someone is really bringing up a point of like God's image, let's say this is the debate and someone has brought it up, someone there can bring up a point. You can question him, you can be like, are you aware that not everyone is a believer of God? You understand? These are kind of things. So if you run into this debate into details, this actually should have, I think, even run for much more longer time or something like that, according to the way we argue. This was a light thing, and I wasn't so impressed with the way we handled this motion. So I suggest that we do more research. And then one thing, then another thing is brief and precise points. And of course they must be objective. When I say objective, I mean they must carry a bond. Some of you enjoy meat so much while others don't. Okay, for the vegetarians, I'm sorry. But for some of us who enjoy meat, there are some pieces there, the ones which have a bone. You can enjoy it much more than the other which is plain. Isn't it?
Yes.
So if you really bring up a point, make sure it's brief. You bring up a point, you say agricultural modernization. For example, the trucks have been brought up by the government, maybe to improve, to ease the work of the farmers, or like farming, something like that. That is a point, it's very clear. Modernization, agricultural modernization, it's the point, and then the explanation is the government bringing in the trucks. And there you are. That's a plain point. I'm sure the secretary will just be noting it. And just give you 10 points, as easy as that. So don't come here and then you fit it. The government has brought trucks. For example, trucks. Trucks. I'm telling you, trucks. Yes, trucks. What's wrong with trucks? Then you just play around. You see, just brief and precise points. And then the thing is smartness. I saw someone was there and he hadn't tapped in. Next time I expect something much better than that. Besides, even when you leave the attacking in part, also the way you composed yourself on stage, it wasn't so nice. Yet your point was nice. So if I was to give you 5, I'll give you negative 0.3333123 and a recurrent fraction. Anyway, those are just my points, and keep it up, really. It doesn't stop. But you good debaters. I really see potential here.